Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about public recording, something that should be simple but often turns into a big deal. We'll look at how using your rights can sometimes clash with what people expect, leading to some tense and interesting moments. We'll break down real interactions with the public and police to see how standing up for your rights plays out in everyday situations. It's all about finding the balance between personal freedom and public reactions. So let's dive in and see what happens when you exercise your rights in public.
Hi. How you doing?
Yes, I am high. Yes, I am high.
You're high?
Yeah.
High on life, right?
Huh? No, I smoked a blunt a little while ago.
Good for you.
Give me. Yeah, you thought it was somebody that didn't know the rights, huh?
What's that?
You thought it was somebody.
Just coming to check, see what's going on over here.
Oh, what's going on with you? Huh?
Well, I said we've got a ballot process.
Oh, you mean this girl didn't call you guys to come over?
What girl?
You're dismissed. Have a good day. You could go now.
You can go now.
No, you can go.
I can stay here just like you can stay here.
Is that what you get paid for?
I do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Look like an asshole getting that close to me.
Wow.
You wouldn't do that if you didn't have a badge
I'm a
and a gun.
citizen. I can be here too.
You're an employee under your official capacity.
Can I not be here just like you can? Can I? You know the rules. Can I be here just like you can?
You're gonna leave, you're dismissed regardless of how long it takes. Your ego's keeping here and you're acting like a dumbass. And why are you trying to intimidate me?
Do you feel intimidated?
No.
Okay, then I'm not trying to intimidate you.
You're trying.
Am I?
Yeah.
How's that?
By getting so close to me thinking you're
I
a
can
badass.
stand here.
You're soft.
Okay. Thank you for your opinion.
No, I can see it in your eyes. You hide behind stuff. You've lived your whole life hiding behind that badge. But yet you don't have the courage to patrol those streets. I patrol those streets just with my camera. You don't have the heart without that badge and without the gun to patrol the streets that you do and to act the way that you do.
Okay.
You know that I'm actually your employer.
Okay.
In any other job field, if you treat an employer like this, you can get fired on your ass, bro. But you, because you know that you have no repercussions for your actions, because I could tell you're evil. How many lives have you changed? Lying on reports and all this stuff. Serious. When you put when you lay down and your bed, you know, your head hits the pillow, how many lives have you changed and do you have any remorse? For all the lies and all the cover-ups how many years you got? 20 years in the force? How many lives have you changed, bro? You're gonna have to meet your maker one day. You're gonna have to answer for all those lives that you changed, lying and conniving and taking taxpayers' money and then treating people like you're treating me right now. When you put that head on your pillow tonight, just think about the lives that you're changing, because one day you're gonna have to pay for all that. And again, you're dismissed. If your ego will let you go, you're dismissed, sir. Think about it. It's evil what you've been doing all these years. Evil, man. Why don't you go serve the community in a positive way? Take off that badge and take off that gun. And go see what your community really needs. That's what a real man would do, man. Do you remember, we're about the same age, do you remember that job? This job used to be an honorable job. Now you guys got to watch your back everywhere you go because of your guys' own actions. Sad. Sad, man. I hope you haven't changed somebody's life too much, man, where you're going to have to pay the ultimate price. But yeah. You're in a profession that's life-changing for a lot of people that don't deserve it, man. So I hope you think about that when look at your kids and maybe your mom gets pulled over and harassed or something, and you're going to see how the other side looks at you guys, man. I have all the most respect for what you guys stand for, but let me tell you something. Just so you get the grasp of what you really are, they could take that uniform right now with your same name tag and put it on another body, and it would give them the authority, which comes to the conclusion that you yourself have no authority. They don't care about you. You're nobody. It's that uniform that you're wearing. I could put that on, and the city could tell me that I'm a sheriff, and it would prove that you yourself have no authority, but it's what you're wearing. It's sad. It's sad, man. My name's Philip, by the way.
I'm sorry, what is it?
My name's Philip, Mr. Mahoney.
I'm Johnny. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Johnny.
You're welcome to be here and do whatever you got to do.
No,
You're in the public.
I've been. I haven't stopped.
Okay. And what was his name? You mind if I ask? Just first name. No? Okay. Just trying to be cordial.
I appreciate that. We're both men.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're gonna leave before I do, man.
Well, probably so. I got work to do.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for my partners to come back out. And you got people staffed in there because it's a bowling place.
Yeah, no, we just realized that when we were walking up.
You didn't know it was a bowling place before you came?
No,
Okay.
I actually forgot that it was the 6th.
So you have an understanding why we would be here. We get calls and
Yeah,
because it's an official election.
yeah.
So we got to make sure everything's...
And you're law enforcement, right?
Correct.
And there's no law being broken, so there's
No.
nothing for you to enforce. So,
Well, not that I know of. That's why my partners just went inside
well,
to
no,
make
no,
sure.
no. See, reasonable or ticket with suspicion, you have to know, right?
You know what?
If there's a crime committed or something.
I
Right?
didn't say it was crime.
I know you said you didn't
I
know.
said I don't know. No.
Exactly,
Right. That's why they're checking on it. Like.
and that's why I'm not leaving.
So in your opinion, have I done anything wrong?
Yeah.
What?
First of all, you came up on me.
I can stand here.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Look.
You know I can stand
Look,
here.
Donnie.
You know I can
Look,
stand
I'm not
here.
even going to talk to you anymore because with that answer, you're being childish, and you know that you came up to me a little bit. You came up a little bit close. Okay. But if you don't want, hey, listen, if you don't want to admit with that, that's fine, man.
Okay.
That just shows your character and your ego that you're not willing to admit that you're wrong.
I was trying to talk to you cordially.
I could talk to you. I could talk to him right there, but you'll see the video, man. Especially from his angle,
Okay.
you'll see the video, man. It just makes you guys look bad.
Okay.
You're earning the distrust and the hate that you guys get. You're actually getting good officers hurt by your actions because other officers wouldn't have acted like that. They would just say, "Hi, how are you guys doing?"
Noel still back there? Is Noel still back there? Yeah. Okay.
This whole situation really shows how tense things can get when there's no respect between a citizen and the police. The guy talking feels like the officer is getting too close and acting like a tough guy just because of the badge. He's calling out the officer, saying that they're hiding behind the badge and using it to get away with bad behavior. It's pretty clear the guy feels like he's being treated unfairly and that the officer's authority doesn't mean much in this situation. On the officer's side, they're just trying to do their job, right? They're responding to a call, but it's obvious the way they approach the situation isn't exactly helping things. The closer they get, the more tense it gets. The thing is, when these situations happen, both sides end up defensive and it just leads to a back and forth of accusations. It's like nobody's really listening to each other. Honestly, this could have been handled better with a little more respect and calm. The officer could have backed off a bit to not escalate things, and the person filming could have stayed a little more chill too. Both sides need to understand that respect goes both ways. If they both kept it respectful, this could have been a much more productive conversation instead of one full of tension. At the end of the day, clear communication and mutual respect would have made this way smoother.
Take their pictures. Why do you want my name? I can walk out.
What's your position here, ma'am?
Don't play with me, but no, they got it on camera.
Thank you, sir. That's against the policy, man.
Station services to station manager. Go ahead. Come down into the lobby. There's these two guys on their phone, like filming and asking names and positions. And I just barely walked out of station services.
That is the funniest. That is the funniest thing I've ever heard on radio. What do you think about that, mister?
Can you believe she's trying to get us in trouble?
For filming? Is it illegal to film in California? Hey, California. Hey, you attacked me. You assaulted him. You did that on purpose. There's video. I'm gonna look. This guy physically touched me. I want to press charges on him. Could check out the cameras. He did it on purpose. It's on video. Check out the video. He bumped into me on purpose. It's on video. It's on video. You did it on video, so it's on video. So I want to do the proper investigation for that. Yeah, he did that on purpose. And he intentionally elbowed me on video. I have everything on video. I just showed your security officer over here the footage. He lied to him and said that he didn't, but he did it right here in front of cameras and everything. So I figured that you can't get away with elbowing people around in Los Angeles.
You have it on camera?
I do. I'll show you.
Phone camera?
Yeah, I'll show you right
Okay.
now.
So if you have that on video, you obviously have a phone. I recommend you call the police on your own.
You guys are security here. I'm asking for help.
Listen, the only times that we get involved is if you're in imminent danger.
I am in danger. A guy just assaulted me.
Imminent danger. You know what that means?
It doesn't matter. You guys are the ones in charge of security here.
If you
So
want to press charges, I'm letting you know. If you want to press charges and make a complaint, they can provide you with the contact information. Listen, real quick. They can provide you with the contact information.
So you want me to go talk to the guy that just assaulted me?
Let me finish?
No, but let me see if I'm listening correctly. You're sending me back to the guy that just elbowed me.
Listen, okay? I can get that information for you. I'm basically a messenger at this point, but as far as contacting LAPD...
Yeah, send a message to the police.
Okay, no, you're gonna have to do that. You obviously have a...
You're security here,
This
bro.
your friend? Are you with him?
No, but if things continue the way they are, we'll consider it.
Okay.
I'll tell you something, bro. This guy just elbowed me, right? You saw it,
I
right?
recommend you contact PD on your own.
That's your job.
No.
Yes, you're security.
Sir.
Observe
listen
and
real fast.
report. You observe somebody
Okay, sir,
elbowing me,
sir,
you report it. I
please
want you to
listen.
do a report about this and
Okay.
call the police,
I
please.
recommend you call the police because you have a phone, sir. All right? If you feel that this,
Bro, what
this doesn't look like a... I'm
what
gonna
do
be
you
honest.
what do you do- what's your
I'm gonna be
job
honest.
here?
Okay.
Are you a therapist or something?
Look, youngster, let me teach you how to do your job.
Okay, go ahead. Call the police.
No, that's your job. Your job is to observe and report. I've been in this situation before in other stations, and yes, it's the security job under policy
Okay.
to report.
All right, question for you. Are you traveling?
It doesn't
I don't
matter.
wanna answer that question, sir.
It doesn't matter. Oh, so now you're trying to get us kicked out. Is that what it is?
No,
It-
not you.
Oh, okay.
Him.
You're trying to get me kicked
No,
out?
I'm not trying to get you kicked out. I'm asking you a question. Are you traveling? He obviously has a reason to be here. Okay? His reasoning just said that to me. Now you, I don't know. Now are you traveling?
So I prefer not to answer that
Okay,
question.
sir. If you do not show proof of purchase of ticket or traveling,
Well, do you believe-
I'm gonna ask you to leave, and if you don't leave, I'm gonna trespass you.
Do you believe that I don't have
Would that
a ticket?
would that include
he
calling the
basically
police?
not providing a reason to be here.
Would that include calling the
Well, see,
police?
it's because I don't, unless suspect that I'm committing a crime.
It doesn't matter, sir.
Can he trespass us without the
I feel like
police?
I'm being harassed. And at this
You
point,
can't be
Oh,
harassed.
harass.
You're security.
I'm the one that got
you're
elbowed.
actually loitering at this point.
I'm not loitering.
Okay, then
I
show
have
me
a
proof of
purpose.
purchase of
I have a
ticket.
purpose. This is federal property, right?
Sir, show me.
This
proof
is
of
federal
purchase.
property,
This
right?
is not federal property. sir.
What is this?
It's state property. It's public. It's a public place. He has the right to be here,
Show me
man.
proof
I have the right to be
purchase
here,
of
man.
ticket, sir. We have a code of conduct, and if you violate it, you are.
Okay, can you show me your code of conduct?
Is elbowing allowed?
I'll get to you in a minute, okay, sir? Are you gonna show proof of purchase of ticket?
Do you
or no?
believe that I don't have a ticket?
Okay. Please.
Let me talk to your
Just-
supervisor.
I am your supervisor. I am
The person above you.
Yes. There is nobody above me at this moment. If you want to contact
God, excuse him for that. Excuse him, God.
And what crime do you believe that I commit for you to trespass me?
It's not a crime. You're basically loitering. You're
I'm not loitering. Do you
Sir,
know the
are not
definition of
providing
loitering?
proof of reason or business for you being
I know,
here.
but for you,
understand?
He
in
doesn't
order
have
for you
to.
ask
He doesn't
me,
have
I
to.
have committed something disorderly or something like that. Harassment, you can't say
Well,
that.
I'll tell you something, supervisor. You're right. There's no loitering here, but he's not loitering. I can guarantee you that. He's actually working.
I need to
We're-
see proof.
we're-
I need to see proof that he's not loitering.
well,
You should call your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
No,
Please relax. I'm letting you know I'm the supervisor.
I'm relaxed. You need to
then calm down.
de-escalate. You need to
Okay.
de-escalate.
The camera's not turned on you to see how.
Calm down, brother.
You
Calm
look.
down.
Hey,
How what I look?
who's gonna call?
Just to let you know, brother. I have
Please
millions
don't follow
of
me.
you.
Please don't.
Millions of views.
Okay, I'm gonna call.
so I want to see the code of conduct, and at what point is elbowing okay? I just showed you guys a video. I showed you a video of the guy elbowing me. There's a video right here that we're gonna go ahead and request as well. We're gonna take this all the way to court. all the way to court.
You can do that with them.
We do, but we're not talking to anybody from here because you see everybody in there right now is violent. And I'm a peaceful, loving person.
Do me a favor, wait over here, please.
Am I being detained?
No, but I'm asking you to give us some space. So
Well, you can have some space. I'm not interfering.
Sir, listen to the order.
And you are?
I'm Sergeant Ponce, sir.
Sergeant Ponce, I'm the victim here. Please don't tell me what to do.
Just listen for a second. We're trying to help you out then. If you're a victim, okay?
Well, we'll see about that. I'm gonna give you some time, and I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt to see if.
Why are you so confrontational?
Because I just got assaulted.
Okay, so we'll find out what's going on, sir. We're trying to help you out.
Awesome. I have everything on video. Let me know when you're ready to see the evidence. I'm Enrique. Nice to meet you. And you? Castellano. And you, sir? Lombardo.
I guess you said that there might have been a battery that happened or something like that. Do you have it on video? Can we review that?
Your sergeant just reviewed it. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
I got.
investigating.
Okay, honestly, I wouldn't want him to go to jail, but I would want him to get cited for it, so he can go, so that the prosecutor could determine. Well, at this point, this person's on a private person's arrest.
If he's going to catch a train, he needs to go buy a theft for that. And if he's not doing that, then he is considered loitering.
He's not loitering. He's paying. He's working. He's working on a store.
That's not the way it works.
What do you mean that's not? Yes, this is a public place. We have the right to.
Private property, sir.
It's also gets
You're confused.
public grants. This
Yeah,
to get public
access.
grants.
It has public access.
Correct, and public funds. Yes, it's private, but they get hundreds of millions of dollars to continue this operation to
Okay, hey,
process that guy.
Do you want a report taken?
I want to do the private person's arrest on him.
So speaking with my supervisor, what we could do for you is take a report. Okay, we give you the incident number and do all that stuff.
So I can't. I
And
thought.
then eventually that'll get up to the detective. The detective will contact you, and they could go further from process.
Why don't you want him to get in trouble? I mean, I'm being lenient. Why can't you do the right thing? I said I don't want him to be in jail, but he needs to be held accountable. There's no such incident, bro. He broke the law.
That's the right thing, sir.
That's not the right thing. If you break the law, the right thing is to hold you accountable
Sir,
for
are
it.
you gonna listen or
Are you
gonna
going
keep
to
on?
listen? Because I'm the victim here, and I'm telling you to do your job. I'm not asking you for anything special here, sir.
I'm telling you, there's no probable cause. You
There's-
got in space.
I didn't get in nobody's face. Oh, you want to accuse me now? Oh, I see how this is going. This is going another route now. Let me guess. You're gonna kick us out now. Is that where we're going now? Now we can't be
I'm
here.
not gonna talk to you anymore, sir.
Well,
you're
you're.
just not listening.
Of course not. You're
just
talking nonsense.
confrontational.
I just got assaulted.
Okay.
How am I being confrontational? If I was
We are
confrontational, I would
We
have
are
defended.
taking a report for you, sir. Anything else?
Well, do the report.
Okay, that's
Do you
perfect.
have your
That's
ID?
Did you take his ID?
You're
I'm the
victim.
I'm the
Yeah,
vi- I'm the
so
victim.
asking you for your ID so I can get your information for the
Did you
report.
get his ID
I
though?
will go talk to him right now.
Well, if you guys go ahead and do that with him, then
Sir,
I'll
we're
give you my
doing the
ID.
investigation. You're not gonna tell us how to do the
Do you
investigation.
want to give me your ID so I can take this report? I'm trying to take that report. I'm asking you for your ID. Now, are you going to provide me with that so I can take that report?
So, how come we can't do what you said? He didn't want to be involved at all at first. You let them do the investigation, and when they make a decision, you want to change it around. That's the way you do things around here.
want the
Because I
report or not,
requested
sir?
your help first, and you didn't care. And now that the officer did his job correctly, and he offered me something that satisfied me, you want to interfere with that. You're interfering with his job. That's actually a crime. Dude, I mean, you are his supervisor, but if you're interfering with
Your ID or not?
I do have my ID, of course. But you guys are being tyrants. There's 4 or 5 police officers here. At least one of you should protect me. And you guys just want to do a report because there's no probable cause, according to Ponce, Sergeant Ponce. Sergeant,
Based off your video. That's what we're basing.
this guy had physical contact with me on purpose because he was mad. You have to see the circumstance, okay? If it was somebody walking around that bumped into me, that's different. But do you know what circumstantial evidence is?
Do you have your ID?
The circumstance shows that he did that on purpose. And you guys want to act funny with that weird looking mustache. I'm sick of you guys. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not giving you guys nothing. You're a nice guy, but your sergeant is a tyrant. So we're gonna do that? You're gonna
Give us your ID first.
Oh, good. If we're doing that, yes. I don't have a problem with giving you my ID. I don't. But the thing is, I'm not giving you my ID if you're not going to do anything about it but taking a stupid report that's going to do nothing for me. He's not going to get held accountable.
He can be arrested later on, too.
There's 5. What are the odds? Him doesn't get arrested now. You guys going to do something later. You're not going to do anything to him. So if we can do what you offered, I would be.
Get your ID out first.
I got it. I got it right here. I don't have it. But are you going to do it? Am I going to do a private person's arrest on this guy right there? And my ID is right here. Look, I got it.
Let me have it.
I asked you a question though.
We're still figuring it out. We're gonna watch their video of the whole thing.
Okay, so let's do it.
I need your ID first, man.
I mean, are you? I'm starting to get the feeling that you're lying to me. I have my ID. I'm a man of my word. I'm a respectful person. I was a victim of a crime. This guy thinks this is funny. What's so funny, Estrada? Did you find a candy in your pocket?
Hey, do you have a timestamp of when that happened so I can tell them to pull the video for that time?
I do. You're a girl. You should have more heart. Actually, investigate. That's terrible.
Yeah,
that's terrible because you. That's terrible because you're here to back something up that you don't know.
And you're the police officer.
It's not their investigation. It's all of our investigation. You see, you guys are police officers. If you see anything, apparently more. You guys all arrived.
We were just helping. We were just standing by. That's all.
For camera guys, you send 5 guys. Okay.
It's crazy. They try to make a charge.
What's your name and badge number?
The Jesus 42975.
You shouldn't allow people to, you know what I'm saying? If you see something that's not right, you should interfere. Do you have your bus ticket? Do you have? No, he's working. He's paying taxes on these videos. Doesn't matter. You should know better. This guy. So if he's no one.
If he's with you, man.
No one's interfering, bro. All you have to do is look at the videos.
Why would I ask him to leave if he's with you?
It doesn't matter if he's the thing is Estrada. If yes, we're together. There's nothing wrong with that. But if we weren't together, there's also nothing wrong with that. He has the right to be here as much as what? There's no.
I don't want him interfering.
What part? Loitering is standing around without a purpose. We're actually we're working. No, we're working.
Like he said, if he's with you, then he's with you. There can nothing in investigation.
You're not. Listen, ma'am.
Yeah, to us, he's standing around.
Ma'am, that's why you're not comprehending that these videos are being published and this is a job, and he's at work.
Okay, it could be your job, but right now this is public.
It's
public
not
property.
Correct. That's the reason we're here.
Public property to access trains, not to just hang around.
If we're working for news purposes, we have the right to be here. Look at the policy. Look at the policy. Look at the policy.
First Amendment doesn't have a time, miss.
Ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am. You really think social media is not a job? He's got to pull out the ID. Is that what he's doing? Is that what he's doing?
I mean, I'm okay with y'all. I'll never do with y'all.
Yeah. That's the correct thing to do. And I even said I didn't want him to go to jail, bro. I don't want him to go. He's like, well, you could do a good cop. And then the bad cop's like, no, he can't do that. And they don't want to. Army of security guards arrives. Over camera, guys. This guy didn't want to call the cops. Now they got the whole squad here.
Folks, it looks like they know they're fucked. They have to do something. They don't want to do something. That's what it seems.
They don't want to do it, but they have to.
They have to.
We'll see. They're gonna proceed with that.
Yeah. All right. You gotta justify everything.
Here, let's go over here to the table. So all
right.
Private person's arrest. So usually, what happens after this is that that person, you're placing them under arrest for whatever it is, right?
Can I take them in my own car?
Obviously not.
Okay. I'm just messing with you. Go ahead.
And essentially, you're placing him under arrest, and we're just transporting him to the jail or releasing him, depending on what his criminal history is, with a ticket and a court date.
Okay.
So it just depends on what his criminal history is, and then after that, someone will be in contact with you throughout the investigation. It's not going to be us because we don't do detective work. We just handle the initial investigation.
4741. Do you guys need me to send you the video, or do you guys already have the video from here?
We got it.
You got it? All right. Awesome.
Security.
Oh, one last question, officers. Can we have your blood sample so we can clone you guys? You guys are pretty awesome. We need more officers
They
like
took
you.
him.
So you've got these guys filming in what seems like a public space, probably a train station or something similar. Now, under the First Amendment, they've got the right to record in public areas where there's no expectation of privacy. That's pretty clear. But then the security and police step in and things start to go sideways. First off, the officers and security seem confused about the law. Instead of calmly handling the situation, they escalate it. The security guard saying stuff like, "Are you traveling? Show me a ticket." And when the auditor doesn't answer, they start threatening trespass. But here's the thing, if it's public property like a station funded by public money, they can't just kick people out for filming unless they're causing a real problem, like blocking traffic or being disruptive. Simply having a camera isn't enough. Then there's the assault claim. The auditor says he got elbowed and wants to press charges, but instead of taking that seriously, the officers are brushing it off, telling him to call the police himself, even though they are the police. That's just lazy and dismissive. If someone reports an assault, especially with video evidence, it's their job to at least file a report. In the end, the officers didn't handle it well. They ignored the guy's rights to film, downplayed his assault claim, and made things worse instead of calming it down. If you're ever in this spot, stay calm, keep filming, and know your rights. And if cops overstep, you've got that footage to hold them accountable later.
Warehouse deliveries only. No unauthorized people beyond that point there. So basically, you can come in, there's parking here. You probably got to get buzzed in one of these areas here in order to visit with your kids, if your kid's locked up here in the Northern Virginia Regional Detention Center here. We're excited to begin. Looks like it's not that big of a facility. I'm not sure if this is like staff housing or maybe it's school or...
Can we help you with something, sir?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, but this is private property.
It's actually public. It's a juvenile detention center for Virginia. Yeah.
How can I help you?
Well, I'm just doing a story. I'm a journalist, so I just came out here to get some B-roll footage of the outside of the facility. Perhaps you could help me. How big is the facility? About how many people does it hold?
I'm not going to answer all that, but can I help you with something?
I just asked you for help.
We're not going to do all that. I'll call you later.
Okay. Thank you. So he asked me to help me, but then he didn't want to provide any help. Seems to be par for course for the folks that work public sector jobs. So City of Alexandria.
How you doing?
Good, nice parking job.
What's that?
Good parking job.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, a lot of times they just pull in however they like.
No, there's plenty of parking. How you doing, sir? Officer Shipanov, Alexandria PD. How are you?
How was that?
Officer Shipanov?
Shabana?
Shipanov.
Shapana.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a badge number, sir?
2475.
2475. Thank you.
Yeah, they just called us about Mel filming or making a movie in the parking lot?
I'm actually part of the news,
All right.
and he came out to ask me, and I told him what I was doing. I'm a journalist. This is a publicly accessible parking lot.
Yeah.
I'm totally allowed to be here and film. I asked him a question. He turned around. He went back inside. Here's my card. It's the news agency. I'm actually the owner of it. We're on 5-6 different platforms, so it's totally legit. I go all over the country doing it. So I don't know why he called instead of just conversing with me.
I guess they just do that.
Yeah, well, better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, as I was pulling up, obviously, like, I cannot know all the locations in the city, so I just checked. There's no trespassing sign.
Restricted
whatsoever,
access, yes.
Which makes it a public property.
Absolutely. Well,
There's
plus it's
no
owned by the
expectation
right.
privacy, obviously, so you can do all you want. But once again, and there's going to be a couple more units pulling in, only because it's a slow day and everybody wanted to jump on the call and stretch their legs. So it's not like you're in trouble.
Code 5.
Exactly. No, it's like
yeah. Well, it's the 5th of July. Everybody, there's nothing. It's like a ghost town.
Exactly.
And plus, you never know when you'll need backup. You never know. Like you say, people are crazy these days. They really are. That all the drugs, bath salts and flocka, and oh man, people can get crazy for sure.
Let me explain to you what's going on. Obviously, Southern officer has, I couldn't think of your last name. Sorry, dude. So this other officer has been talking to you, trying to figure out what you're up to, which is, I don't care if you record. This is America. You can walk freely pretty much wherever you want. However, I'm pretty sure you're aware that it's not noted no trespassing. However, it is noted as private property. Would you agree with that?
Where?
Right there at the beginning of the entrance to the parking lot.
It says private property?
We can
No, it
double
doesn't.
check, but I'm pretty sure
It doesn't. I always check. Yeah, this is these things on a light pole are for parking. It's if you park here, you'll get towed, but there's no private property sign here.
Private parking only.
Private parking. Yep, parking.
Okay.
I'm not parked
So
here.
let me ask you this: with it saying private parking,
Do
you think that a reasonable person could surmise that this is private property? Yes or no?
No, and I'll tell you the reason why. Because it's for authorized. It says unauthorized vehicles. So if my kid was here and I wanted to come visit, would I be allowed to park here?
Okay. Let me ask you this: what was your interaction with the gentleman that came out and spoke with you?
He came up. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm a journalist. I'm gathering content on a story."
Okay.
He said, "Can I help you?" I said, "I just would like to know how many, people the facility can hold." He said, "I'm not going to answer that." He turned around. He walked back inside. That was our interaction.
Okay. He is stating, that he asked you to leave. He said he advised you that this was private property, that he wasn't going to answer any questions, and he asked you to leave. Did that happen?
Can we help you with something, sir?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, but this is private property.
It's actually public. It's a juvenile detention center for Virginia. Yeah.
How can I help you?
I'm just doing a story. I'm a journalist, so I just came out here to get some B-roll footage of the outside of the facility. Perhaps you could help me. How big is the facility? About how many people does it hold?
I'm not going to answer all that, but can I help you with something?
I just asked you for help.
We're not going to do all that. I'll call later.
Okay. No, I do not believe so. But
you don't believe so, or did or didn't?
I didn't
This
hear.
is a yes or no?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
The
I
yes
didn't
or no
hear.
question is
No,
this.
no,
Did he ask you to leave? Yes or no?
No, he did not ask me to leave. Now, he might have said this is private property, and I might have told him that this is public property because Donald Trump doesn't own this. The state does, which makes it public.
Okay. Well, right now, again, we're talking about a reasonableness standard, right? It's my perspective, based on my years of training and experience, that looking at these private parking signs, a reasonable person could easily infer that this is private property. Because if it's private to where they can have somebody towed, it's private to where they can tell you to leave, right? I'm just going to tell you. That's
possibly.
No, definitely.
Okay, definitely.
Okay, so, again, we've got a difference of opinion. I'm not here to take anybody's side. But what I am telling you is that gentleman down there, who works for the Department of Juvenile Justice, stated that he asked you to leave I don't care about you filming. Anything you want to walk around on the public sidewalk, you can film it.
And he's the authorized representative?
He is the authorized representative. He is the...
Administrator?
He's not an administrator. He is the person on duty that's in charge right now.
Okay.
So here's the situation. He doesn't want to press charges for trespassing, which this is what this has turned into, is a trespassing investigation. Okay? So, he doesn't want to press charges, but he wants to bar you from the property. So, with that said, in order for me to do that, I need to get your ID. So,
okay.
Because this is a trespassing investigation, and I am lawfully allowed to see your identification. So I'm asking you nicely, let's work together. All I'm going to do is fill you out a barment notice saying you're not allowed to come on the property, then I'm going to give it right back to you.
Okay, well, when they showed up, I was actually off the property.
Okay, but
so trespassing works like this. He asked me to leave, I get off the property.
Okay, but you're saying that you're okay, either way, point is this. He doesn't want you to be coming back on the property.
Sure.
And I get that. I want your identification information so that I can put your information down on the varmint notice, letting people know so that we know if you come back here that you have been barred from the property and next time you'll be arrested. We're
Absolutely.
not trying to arrest you. So let me get your ID real quick so we can get this knocked out.
Okay, but just so I can clarify and understand, if I wasn't to get my ID, I would be arrested? Is that what you're saying?
It's possible.
Okay.
I'm trying to avoid that because,
well, me too.
You've been polite and cooperative with me. I want to work with you, buddy.
Absolutely. No, I'm the same way. And I don't mind, like I said, if it's a possibility of me getting arrested, I'll give you my ID all day long. But if not, I'm a rights activist. I'd like to just be on my way.
I would like to get your ID because you're going to be barred from the property.
Okay.
So I need your ID in order to fill that information out. So let me go ahead and get your ID real quick. Go ahead. All right, so you say you want to leave?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the deal. I don't know who you are, but just like you're taking pictures, I'm taking pictures.
Get you a good one.
All right? If I see you here again, you're going to get arrested for trespassing. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Fair enough?
Absolutely.
Have a good day, sir.
You're Officer Gray?
Yes, sir.
What's your badge number, sir?
2633, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great day.
You too, folks.
In this situation, it's clear that the journalist is within their rights to film in a public space. The facility might have its own rules about parking, but as the officer correctly points out, there's a reasonable difference of opinion about whether it's considered private property or not. The journalist claims the area is public since it's part of a state-run juvenile detention center, while the officer suggests that the parking signs could be interpreted as private property, which gives the staff the authority to ask someone to leave. The real issue comes when the officer wants to gather the journalist ID for a trespassing notice. The journalist had already left the property, so it's a bit tricky. The officer's goal is to prevent the journalist from coming back, which seems reasonable, but asking for ID in this case feels like overreach. The journalist is being cooperative, but he's also standing his ground about his rights, especially since no criminal activity is happening. It seems like a classic case of misunderstanding between authority and an individual exercising their rights. While the journalist is trying to do his job, the officer might be overreacting out of caution. The officer's warning about potential arrest if the journalist returns is a reminder of how legal boundaries can get blurry when there's a difference in perspective about what's public and what's private. Overall, it's a tricky situation where both sides could benefit from more open dialogue.
Good. You going in here or what?
Oh, most certainly. Yeah, beautiful.
What are we doing?
We're recording.
Are you supposed to? Are you allowed to?
Yes, sir.
Laws and the regulations.
Just want to make sure. We have the people's permission. Just want to make sure.
Hello.
We found out that's private back there. That's all private.
That's awesome.
So we're going to have to leave.
Where's the bathroom at?
It's that way.
We're going to have to leave. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, you got to leave.
You're not telling me
I'm
nothing,
security
buddy.
here, and you've been not authorized to use to film in this area. You need to leave.
In what area?
This is the VA. You need to leave.
I know where I am.
Authorizes this. I gotta go to that bathroom. We know you're not gonna use this one.
Bathroom in the waiting room.
I'll take a leak right here on the floor. Well, there's a bathroom in the waiting room. So I'm asking you to please leave.
Well, I'll go to the bathroom, but I'm not leaving the VA.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Well, they could stay in this area. They can't come back here with private patients. Go back there. Stay right in this lobby.
Well, she called me.
The federal law states that we
You
can
cannot go where there's private patients.
Right, we understand that.
HIPAA.
Right.
Okay, so
Right.
you can stay right in this lobby.
There's patients right here.
There's patients right here.
This is
Same as-
equipped with a HIPAA filter.
Excuse me.
There's patients here. He's talking. You cannot be in here. He's talking to private. No,
You're going crazy. Oh yeah, it's a federal law. It's right here.
It's just easy for you to go outside until the VA police get here. They can escort you in. No, I'm asking you to leave because you're not authorized to be here.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
That right there says I am.
You're not authorized to be here, sir.
That right
I'm
there
asking
says
you
I
to
am.
leave. If you don't want to leave, I'll just call the
You can
police.
ask. Call her.
I am.
And you're going to get educated.
I don't think you'll be educated either. It's impossible. It's impossible to educate some people.
I think y'all are being pretty nasty is what I think.
Well, we get what we get.
We're asking you to do something very simple until the VA police get here, and you refuse to do that. I don't understand why.
What are you asking me to
Why do you give me
do?
a hard time whenever I'm just asking you to come out here until the VA police get here?
Because our right is.
You don't have the right to do everything you
Yes,
want to do.
we do.
No, you don't. That's like saying you come to my house because you want to.
This ain't your house,
Well,
bro.
this ain't yours either.
The
Not
federal
yours.
law
And I'm not
is right
cussing at
there
you.
on the wall.
You don't have to cuss at me. I'm not cussing at you. I'm being very respectful to you, but you're not being very respectful to me.
Just now because you won't listen.
No, because you won't listen. You're not authorized to be
Do
here.
you
period.
understand what federal law is?
Do you
It's
understand? I
on your
definitely
wall.
understand what federal law means.
It's on the wall, bro.
Okay. All right. Obviously, you don't want to listen, so.
Okay, call him. You'll find out. You will find out today.
Are you affiliated with the news crew?
Yes, I have my own channel.
You have your own channel? Okay.
So
what is your purpose?
It's the walk. Walk. He doesn't look like it now. He's just in a hurry to get here.
Actually, believe. By the way, Damon. ID 245. We ask you to leave too.
Do you have jurisdiction on federal property?
Until they arrive, yes, we do.
You do?
Yes.
Who gave you that authorization?
They have called for our assistance.
Who gave you that authorization?
I just read your thing.
The VA police called you and asked you guys?
Where is it? Can I see it?
Yeah, right here.
It says here.
No, I got it right here in my pocket, ma'am. You want the law? Absolutely.
Thank you.
This is federal law 38 CFR 1.218.
Well, it says
Right
from,
there at the top.
Let me read this, then I'm going to read that over
Yeah,
again,
it's at the
okay?
top.
At the top. Okay, yep. Photographs for advertising may only be taken with the written consent of the head of the facility. Where is that at?
Now keep reading, please. Don't stop.
Hang on. I've read it. I'm asking you a question. Where is the written consent from the head of the facility?
Right below that.
Or designee?
Right below that. Keep reading.
Service animals.
What does it say about news purposes?
You need written consent, so where is that at?
Except for news purposes.
Keep reading it. You're only reading what you want to read.
I don't see where it says except for. Where does that say that?
Here, let me give you a federal court case that'll
No.
spell it out.
I'm asking, you said it said except for, so that's what I'm asking. It doesn't say that in
Let me
here.
read it here for you. It says photographs for advertising or commercial purposes. Okay, advertising or commercial purposes may be taken only with the written consent of the head of the facility. Okay, there's just there, you see that little period?
Yeah.
Okay, so advertising and commercial purposes need permission, right? That's what that sentence just said. Advertising and commercial purposes need consent, right? Then after that period, it says photographs for news purposes may be taken at entrances, lobbies, foyers, or in other places designated by the head of the facility. Okay? It doesn't say anything about photographs for news purposes may be taken with permission, does it? I mean, we all know how to read, right?
I would hope.
Okay.
What's your name, ma'am?
And then I have a federal court case where they go over this if you guys would like to read that as well. And let me get to the page here.
No problem.
Okay.
How long do you guys plan on staying here? Because if they want to.
Well, I wanted to talk with the VA police. They said they'd talk with the VA police, so I'd like to talk with them because, as I already know, on VA property, the federal police have jurisdiction, right? And that's why, even if they called you here, let's say they called you here, right, and they didn't want us here, and you charge us with a state trespassing charge, let's say I wouldn't leave, and you charge me with a state trespassing charge, I would go to state court, and they would say, boom, dismissed. Because this is federal property. Only federal law applies. That's why there's federal law on the wall and not state law. Okay?
And when he says dismissed, you got a problem with this false arrest thing.
I don't, but okay.
No, I actually sue for it all the time.
That's when your qualified immunity crumbles.
There's case law?
Okay.
There's case law?
I'm not going to argue with you. You guys know everything, so I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, that's because we have the court cases in our hand.
Case law.
So what is your purpose of being here today?
To record, to do a news purpose. Well, we don't have to disclose anything.
It's called freedom of press.
Yeah, and it's called the Fifth Amendment.
You took this hand and
Let me ask you. We're doing it.
I didn't.
We're doing it. We're doing
Was
it.
it the First Amendment?
We're
The 5 things that the First Amendment guarantees.
Can you finish, sir?
We're doing an investigative piece. Okay.
Okay, but I asked how long you guys intended on being here.
Well, that just depends. I don't know how long we need.
Okay. Well, the problem that we have is that you're now causing a disturbance.
No, we're not. No one.
I'm going to speak with one person.
Yeah, no one's in the lobby. Who am I causing
Well,
the
there's been
disturbance
several
to?
people that have come and gone.
Okay.
There have been. So.
No one said
So
anything
we're gonna
about me
wait on the
causing a
VA police,
disturbance.
okay? And until they get here, we're all just going to hang out and be friends. Cool?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If the taxpayers pay for 5 officers to sit around
That's
all
what they
day,
do.
Let you
yeah,
know right now.
I'll definitely talk that with your boss. Can I speak with you just for 1 second?
Yeah, whenever she stops talking, you can talk.
Okay, so if they give authorization in the lobby,
He doesn't think so.
do you think?
And some of these veterans in here don't think so.
Do you think that they think the lobby's empty when they gave us authorization?
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Is that what you think?
I think the lobby's empty.
When they said they can film in the lobby, did they say when there's nobody
They said you
there?
could film in the lobby. They said you could be in the lobby.
You said you could film.
You said we couldn't be in the building.
What's going on?
Nothing. What's going on with you?
I'm wondering how can we help you? My name is Rebecca Mack.
Are you the administrator we were waiting
I'm
on?
one of them.
Okay, yeah, we would just come into the publicly accessible areas just to do a story, and these people had freaked out on us, called the police. We stayed here and waited and explained to them that, again, it's on the wall, but I also always keep a copy of the CFR, the Code of Federal Regulations, 38 CFR 1.218, that says photographs for news purposes.
In
I
public spaces.
Yep, and I showed him my press pass.
Okay.
All right.
Can
and
I have a picture of that?
yeah, you should, because that thing might be as valuable as George
Do you
Washington's
have
ID.
any ID or do you
No,
care to share?
I have his Fourth Amendment thing.
Yeah, they don't usually share. I usually share because
Nobody issues press passes. I could write any play on it.
He could.
No, I understand.
Right.
But I have something. One of your nurses told me that veterans have rights because they serve, but I don't have rights because I didn't. I've got a big problem with that.
I'm sorry I wasn't party to that conversation.
I can't put my glasses on.
We're good to go. So, you guys have a good day.
Yep.
This is not the best representation.
Have a good day, guys.
You guys have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
You're welcome to the education.
Just
You take off the
understand
one-line platform?
you can't film anything outside the lobby. Stay in the lobby.
No directives.
Yep. When I need something from you, I'll call you.
Okay, so this whole thing is a perfect example of two sides not really getting the situation. The guy with the camera is just doing his job, filming for news, and he knows the rules. He can film in public places like the VA lobby because it's for news purposes, But the security and staff are getting all bent out of shape, telling him he can't be there, even though there's a sign right on the wall saying he's allowed. I get that the staff wants to make sure things run smoothly, but they're clearly not understanding the law here. The guy with the camera knows his rights and is trying to stand up for them. It's frustrating because they both have different views on what's okay, but really the staff should have taken a second to look at the rules themselves before kicking him out. This situation just shows how important it is to know your rights. If everyone here had a better understanding of the laws about filming in public places, this whole thing could have been avoided. It's about respecting each other's rights and staying calm. If the staff had looked into it, they probably wouldn't have been so quick to try to throw him out. It's all about staying cool and being respectful when you know what you're allowed to do.